our next 2019 Canada Gairdner International Award laureate is Dr. Timothy Springer. He's the Latham Family Professor of Biological Chemistry and Molecular Pharmacology, Professor of Medicine at Harvard Medical School and Boston Children's Hospital, and Chairman of the Institute for Protein Innovation. And he's been awarded for the discovery of the first immune system cell adhesion molecules, elucidation of their roles in antigen recognition and leukocyte homing, and translation of these discoveries into important therapeutics for autoimmune disease. And so now I'm going to ask Dr. Springer to come to the stage to receive his award, and his music is Princess Familiar by Alanis Morissette.
Please be fear ourselves, fear. Please be tapped into your family. Please be able to take the wheel from me.
Well, I too feel like an honorary Canadian. I didn't pick Alanis Morissette just because she's Canadian. I really enjoy her raw emotion and directness and, you know, the anguish that she puts out in the open. You know, this song is about both fathers and lovers and husbands, you know, on different levels, and, you know, how important that we are to the people around us. You know, this award is very important to me. I'm very humbled by it. I want to thank the Gairdner Foundation for all that you do, and I personally experienced that on my tour of Edmonton and Calgary and my interactions with the University of Toronto undergraduates today and high school students this evening. And my advice to them was, take it easy. I mean, these guys are so raring to go, you know, and these ladies, you know, they want to cure disease, you know, when they're 15 years old, you know. And I'm telling them, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do until much later. And I had no idea about curing disease, you know, when I started out. I just thought it would be fun, you know, to do research. Actually, I thought it would be a very impecunious profession. But it would be fun because I'd get to travel and meet people in foreign countries, you know, which I've done. And I just, you know, had no idea how it was going to turn out. But it's been a fabulous journey, and I've been really privileged. Probably been in the sort of right places, you know, being at Harvard Medical School in a clinical environment was important to me as a basic scientist and PhD to, you know, learn, you know, about patients and to have the opportunity to help them in basic science. And I think that what all of you people here gathered to dinner are doing in supporting this foundation is really worthwhile. Scientists, I think, are, maybe they're not quite starving in the way that artists are, but they're close. And they work very hard, and they're very passionate about what they do, often for very little reward from their funding agencies. It really takes somebody with a lot of courage and faith and hope, you know, to pursue this type of career, and having people like you know, who really value what we do, and reward that, I think, is very meaningful for all of us. And it's wonderful for me to be here for many reasons. One is because so many of my family members can be here. I have 5 siblings that I grew up with, and we're all very close. And 3 of my siblings are here. They're come from Greece, from England, from Oregon, California, and I've got 5 children, and 3 of them are here tonight. And so and it's really an extended family, and my wife, Cha Fin, is really the love of my life. And we've been working together, so that's been a wonderful thing for many years as well. And one of the fun parts about doing science is when you have students that are postdoctoral fellows that you can interact with, and you trade ideas back and forth. And I not only teach them, but they teach me, and it's a two-way street. And that's when ideas flourish and discoveries are made. And so I've really been fortunate to have a lot of brilliant people that I've worked with, and also some people that I've grown very close to. And 2 of them are here with me today. One is my assistant, Maggie Nielsen, and she not only helps out with everything I do, but she's also a trained medical illustrator. So I'm really fortunate to have her continued help. And I've got an assistant, a scientific assistant, Viet Le, who is in training, to do science. He's learning some new techniques like structural biology, but he's also helping me administratively and scientifically. So it's really wonderful to have this crew here, and of course there's many others that I had to leave at home, and who've really worked with me over the years, because science is really a team sport. And I should thank my mentors as well. Jack Strominger, who I did my PhD with, is 94 years old, and he still has NIH grants. And he still has graduate students. So that's hope, and that's inspiration, and that's how I want to continue my life. And actually, I and some friends are doing something really special for him. He doesn't even know about yet, so that's going to wait until Sunday night. I also benefited from Cesar Milstein with monoclonal antibodies, and sometimes you learn over the years that people are really multidimensional. So I had really a very smart, very sophisticated department chair, Baruch Benassaraf, who we clashed many times, and he was scientifically misguided when I worked with him. He was actually working on something that wasn't really what he thought it was. But he was a tragic figure in the end, but nonetheless, I learned a huge amount. No, really. No, I really appreciate it now, that I learned a tremendous amount from this person. And so all of these mentors have been very valuable to me in many ways. And thank you for supporting us. Thank you, Janet, and the whole Gairdner team. It's really been wonderful getting to know you and working with you this week. Thank you.